In 19th century Hamburg, Germany, lived Professor Otto Lidenbrock, sharp-minded, wildly impatient, and completely consumed by geology. His home was filled with rocks, fossils, maps, and books about the Earth's crust. He was brilliant, no doubt, but also the kind of man who could forget dinner while staring at a stone. One afternoon, in a dusty bookshop, he finds an ancient Icelandic manuscript. At first glance, it seems ordinary. But tucked inside is a piece of parchment covered in strange runes, a secret message written in code. Lidenbrock becomes obsessed. For hours, he and his nervous but intelligent nephew Axel pore over the strange script. Tension fills the room, Lidenbrock barking ideas, Axel hesitantly offering corrections. Eventually, they crack it. The message is from a 16th century Icelandic alchemist named Arne Saknussemm. It claims he found a passage to the center of the earth, through the volcano Snæfellsjökull in Iceland. To the professor, this isn't fantasy, it's a scientific breakthrough. He packs immediately. Axel, full of doubts and dread, is dragged along. In Iceland, they hire Hans Belker, a local hunter. Hans barely speaks, but his calm presence and survival skills become essential. Where the professor is impulsive and Axel is anxious, Hans is steady, always watching, always listening. They trek across the stark Icelandic landscape, lava plains stretching to the horizon, steam rising from the earth in ghostly pillars, glaciers gleaming like broken glass. When they reach Snæfellsjökull, the sun reveals the crater mentioned in Saknussemm's note. It's real. With ropes, lanterns, and nerves of steel, they descend. The journey begins through narrow rock shafts that twist and drop unpredictably. At times, they crawl on their bellies through jagged tunnels. Other times, they walk through halls so vast their torches can't touch the ceiling. But it's not just the size that stuns them, it's the silence. No wind, no birds, just the sound of their boots crunching on ancient stone. Days pass. They descend past fossilized forests embedded in rock, through chambers filled with crystals that glow faintly like stars. Some walls are blackened by old lava, others shimmer with minerals. It's a geological dream and a survival nightmare. Water runs low, heat intensifies. Axel, overwhelmed by exhaustion and fear, becomes separated from the group. Alone in the pitch dark, with no food, no light, and no way to call out, he begins to panic. He hallucinates. His mind races with dread. But then he hears a sound, a distant echo, Lidenbrock's voice bouncing off the stone. Axel follows it, inch by inch, crawling through cracks and echoing passages, until, at last, he reunites with his uncle and Hans. The professor, normally cold and focused, shows rare relief. Axel has survived. The journey continues. And then, something no one expected. A vast, underground ocean. An endless sea beneath the earth. The roof above them glows with static light. Giant stalactites hang like fangs from above. Shorelines of strange rock curve into a foggy horizon. On the distant banks, massive fungi. Forests made of mushrooms, bones of ancient beasts, a world untouched by time. They build a raft and sail into the unknown. The water is calm at first. Axel and Lidenbrock argue over navigation. Hans silently steers. They pass strange creatures swimming beneath them, shadowy shapes with long fins and flashing eyes. One night, a storm erupts. Lightning crackles across the glowing ceiling. Thunder shakes the water. Enormous waves toss their raft like a toy. And then, two prehistoric sea monsters break the surface. One like a giant crocodile, the other like a massive serpent. They battle violently, crashing into the water just meters from the raft. It's terrifying. It's real. And then, it's over. Battered and exhausted, they finally reach land. There, they find Saknussem's old trail, his initials etched into the rock. He really was here. But their path is blocked by a rockfall. With no other way forward, they set charges and blow it open. The explosion awakens something deeper. Suddenly, they're falling, dragged by water, heat, and debris. They plummet through a boiling shaft. Fire and steam rise around them. It feels like the earth is collapsing. And then, light. They're blasted out of the mouth of a volcano. But not in Iceland, in Italy, on the island of Stromboli. They've crossed the earth. From Hamburg to Iceland, from the volcanic depths to the Mediterranean, through stone, sea, and near death, they've journeyed to the center of the earth and lived to tell the tale. Back home, no one truly believes them. But that doesn't matter. For Lidenbrock, it was the ultimate scientific triumph. For Axel, the bravest chapter of his life. And for Hans, just another job done.